my goodness. Well, we just got in from taking the puppies out for their morning walk. I just spent the time draining the freshwater tank down the faucet, so I've got a lot of gray water to flush the hose with after you dump the black tank. And my water was starting to smell really foul. So I just wanted to, refill the tanks, close that out. But I think I'll just leave it empty until I get come back out, and then I'll fill them. So I don't want to leave the water sitting in there any more than I have to. But oh my goodness, it's chilly out here this morning. It's got a lot of wind still. Let me see. Hey Siri, what's the temperature? You see what it is out here. It's chilly.
It's currently 63 degrees.
63. And it's getting up to 79 today. Dropping down to 48 at night. So yeah, it's chilly. 63, and we've got quite a bit of wind. And so I'm just like, brr, we went from 88 to 63 and this morning. Oh my goodness. So my great idea of waiting for that wind to die down and do the tanks early didn't wind up being the greatest decision, because it's going to be chilly out there dumping those tanks. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, but yeah, getting ready to leave here in just a little while. Go down the road and over to the home tomorrow. Not day after tomorrow. I have that doctor's appointment, and then we should be able to hit the road again. So we'll see. But oh my goodness, this afternoon we have the Hodiga. I thought Hogarth was going to be traveling with Lena, but I saw her online today, and she's with Dave of Moonlight, so I don't know whether they're all going to hook up they're all in Spain, so maybe they're going to meet up somewhere along the way, who knows, but I know Hogarth is in Spain, and Lena is in Spain, and Dave, Dave of the Moonlight, is in Spain. Now, I do like Spain. I have been there before, and I do like it there a lot. I brought back a cajon from somebody that makes them in Spain. I've got 2 cajons. I got a lot of instruments, okay. I have, let's see, was it 3 or 4 hand drums, a djembe, 2 cajons, my great big one that's the Scottish, and those are just drums. Okay, those are just the drums I have. And then I have about 8 ukuleles, 1 violin, all my flutes. I have no idea how many flutes I have. Probably about 20. I've got one room in my house that's just dedicated to instruments. Okay. I'm thinking about maybe, getting rid of some of them. I haven't been playing my ukuleles and stuff for quite some time. And most of the instruments I have are pretty expensive instruments. They're all hand you know, I didn't buy like the, you know, those cheap ones. So, you know, all of my instruments are expensive. They're all handmade. Maya Moe I have for the ukuleles, Maya Moe. I have some pretty special ones. Uh, the my best one is the Daviki. You can't get those. He stopped making them, and it's got such a mellow, deep tone to it. Yeah, that this cost at least $1,400-$1,500 each. The Daviki, I think, was $3,000 cost me. So it's not like I've got, you know, $50 instruments and stuff. And since I'm not playing them, I may put them up, you know, sell some of them. There are some pieces, of course, I want to keep, but, you know, I'm thinking about downsizing, because mainly now I do the Native American flute, and I think my time with ukuleles and stuff pretty much come to an end. I may keep one, or, you know, maybe one of them or two of them. Maybe I'll keep one tenor and one of the deeper tone ones, and then get rid of the rest. I've never bought a soprano. I don't care for those really tiny ukuleles. I like at least a tenor. So I don't know, you know, thinking about that. And then I have Chinese instruments as well, an erhu. Now I have to go get it restrung, some of the things, and my violin as well. I need the bows restrung, and really no place out here to do it. I'd have to take my erhu with me, maybe into San Francisco, and get somebody, you know, get a good Chinese person that knows that instrument to do that for me. Yeah, I've got and then I've got that crazy one. I forget what you call it, but you go with your hand close to it and it makes the tones. So I've got to drag that out and start working with it again as well. So, yeah, lots of stuff to consider and get busy with. I think that's one reason I really like staying in my van, living the van life, because you take so much less stuff with you. And so to clean up here, it takes a couple minutes and you're done. Whereas the house, I am not a domestic goddess. Okay, I'm putting it out there. I am not a domestic goddess. It's just overwhelming to have a regular size house, you know. It's not like I have a really big house. It's a 3-bedroom, you know. What's it, like 1,200 square feet or something? So it's not a huge house, but for me, it's a bit overwhelming. Because like I said, I am not a domestic goddess. I do not like spending my day cleaning, you know. And it seems like with the house, it's continual cleaning and just too much space, so you have a tendency to collect a lot of stuff. So I don't know. That's why I was thinking I really wanted to go into a tiny house, but trying to find a place to put them is almost impossible. And you spend as much for a tiny house almost now as what I paid for the house I'm in, so that doesn't make sense. Really, what I find is, you know, no matter where you're at, you really live in one room for the most part, okay? So I can't see having all that extra area. Again, that's why I like being in the van. I wake up to different scenery. I can come and go as I please. It's easy to clean up. You know, just so much simpler life. And I like that simpleness to it. So anyway, things that I'm kind of considering, you know, starting to take care of. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I think when Ronald comes out, I did have something shipped out that I'm thinking about putting in my tarot room, my big foo dog. Now I have a Japanese foo dog that's over 24 inches. It's big. It's a big one, and it was made prior to the World Wars. It's a, you know, it's a antique vintage piece. And so I might have him unpack it. It's very heavy. I have it really heavy. I can hardly, you know, I can't lift it like that. So I think when he comes out, I'll have him unpack that. And I've got the place I might have him put in the tarot room. Oh, somebody's out there. They've got 3 little dachshunds. Or is it 3 or 4? I think kind of hard to see through the screen. Anyway, they've got a herd of dachshunds out there. It's hard enough with 2. I can't imagine 3 or 4 of the little buggers running around. But, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it's so chilly out here today, though. I got up and I went to open the door, and that wind is pretty strong, you know, and it hits you and you're just like, oh my God. Okay, retreat, get a jacket on. But Mr. Max likes this weather. For him, it's great. He's out there trotting, and he doesn't, you know, when it gets warm, he gets that sound like the, this is what he sounds like. That's Mr. Max out there. He's got that. I guess they call it collapsing trachea. And when it gets too warm, for one, he starts with that. If he gets excited, he starts with that. But when it's cooler like this, he doesn't do it. So, yeah, he likes the colder weather. It's good for him. He can get out and walk, and he's, you know, excited, and so that's nice for him. Anyway, oh my goodness. So I'm going to get off of here. Oh, I put up in the, you know, in the little picture, starting the thumbnail. This is how I looked with my head shaved. Now, of course, I was much younger and way heavier. You'll see in this picture, I got a little fat face. God, I was pretty heavy at that point. Yeah. So, yeah, changes. But you can see I did, in fact, have my head shaved, like I said, for quite a number of years. And I don't think I'll go that extreme this time. But I am really seriously thinking about chopping it off again because the summer is coming up. And traveling and stuff, you know, I just don't want to be dealing with the hair. Now, it's been interesting to have it. I've always wanted long hair because I could never grow it. But now that I've had it, okay, I've done this, I've had it, I've enjoyed it. But yeah, might be time to do something different, you know. So yeah, looking at that as well when I get back to Las Cruces. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee this morning. And just hoping the wind dies down. Maybe I'll ask the universe, can I have a little grace? Could I have the wind just, die down a little bit when I go over to dump the tanks? So we'll see if the universe is going to work with me today or not. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here and look on the YouTube and see if something comes up to read on this morning. And if not, if you don't see me online for a while, I'm in the process of heading back to Las Cruces so that I can be online with Hodiga time this afternoon. So make sure you tune in for that if you are a Hodiga watcher. And looking forward to that as I do every Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, Love and Light. See you online.